Hello, this is a tutorial on how to import the Final Fantasy XIV model and animations into Counterstrike 2. So first we have Blender. You want to delete the square. Set the units to Imperial. We're going to need to do this every time. Now we need a model. So what I go to first and foremost is Edit Final Fantasy XIV Model Viewer. Click Creatures. Click All Creatures. And search for the mob you're looking for. For the sake of this tutorial, we'll go to Ultimate Weapon. So this is a list of all the animations for the model. What's important is this tag M0099 and also SP001. SP011 actually. So this ID, the M0099, is the monster ID we need to find, and the SP says what animation it is. So if we go to SP001, first animation, we see it's a striking animation. So what we need to do is we need to go to a program called FFXIV Data Explorer. Go to your World War 1 folder, go to Game, Sequence Pack, FFXIV. Alright, so here's the thing. The three primary categories here. It's going to be 02, 0000. That's going to be for the levels and background parts. If you're making a map, you need background parts. There's a good one to go to. 040000 is the enemy models, which is what we want. And then 08000 is for effects, for particle effects and things like that. So click 0400 here. And then we scroll all the way down to monster. Alright. Alright, we can see M099 here. You can see there's a lot of stuff for it. Alright, so what we're going to want here is the model. We want the model. Alright, so we'll click this one. We'll click it. We'll copy the path. And we open another program called TexTools. So, TexTools. So, this is a program that helps you extract stuff from the game. So where we want to go is Tools, View, New File Viewer. When you paste that in there. And here is the model. Ultimate Weapon. Neat. So first step is to save as an FBX. You'll see I already made a folder here for TexTools. I'll show you it really quickly. TexTools. In the Documents folder. So what I do is I go to Mounts. And I make a new folder. Ultimate Weapon. And save it. Alright, now we need the skeleton. The skeleton and the animations are both important here. So go back to FFXIV Data Explorer. Make note that we took B0001. That's going to be important. So what we want to do here is look for the skeleton. It's right here. Click this file. It's an s.skiv folder. This one we want to extract raw. Place the skeleton there. and then we want the animation. So we were looking at M001, so we'll do that one. See a list of all the animations here. We're interested in SP001, so we extract that too. Alright, now another program. This program is called XAT. It's for FFXIV Animation Toolkit. So for this program, we want to go to Animation Import, and we want this one. So this is the animation. Now we need the skeleton. Click this, see animation. Alright, for some reason I think this is SP2. Interesting. Alright, now we can export it. Alright, so here we're going to want to return to TexTools. Give it a name. Alright. Now Blender. Click File, Import, FBX. Go to Ultimate Weapon. So this was the model file. Click this button to make it textures. Alright, now we have to import the animation. Again, import FBX. We want this one. Okay, I screwed this up. What did I do wrong? What's this? I got gypped in my own tutorial. You should have just imported the skeleton. Oh, there it is. Okay, we fixed it. I clicked the same file twice. Dumb me. Alright. Now this is the skeleton, but if you click play, you'll notice the bones are moving, but the model isn't. So to fix this, we click this one. And click this. Then we hold Shift and press F12. Go to Action Editor. Click this and click that. Now if we return to the 3D viewport, you see the model has rotated. So to fix this, click the model, click rotate, type R, X, -90. Now fix that. We can delete the second skeleton because we're done with it. Now when we click play, you'll notice the model properly moves. So next up on our agenda, we have to set the materials for the file. So what we do is we go to material view, we copy that, we go to custom properties, we make a new property, set it to string, VSP.path, set it to a materials folder for later. Do the same for this one. I'll do that one. This one's fine. This one's fine. That one's not fine. Let me see if this one's fine, and it is. Alright, we got all that done. Next up is to save the blender. I like to call it Ultimate Weapon Base. And do File, Export, FBX. You can now give it a name. I call it Ultimate Weapon Attack. Alright, before we continue, we need to make a reference pose. This is specific to Counterstrike 2. So to make a reference pose, we need to do some things here. First step is to go to the keyframe window, so click Shift F12 again. Click Shift F12 again. Alright, I didn't select. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Alright, what we want to do here, you'll notice something. There is no keyframe at frame 0. We need to make one. So how we do this? First up, we click New Action right here. Click the shield icon. Name it Reference. And we're going to insert keyframe by clicking I. Do all channels. And then take all these other frames and get them out of there. Now we go back to 3D Viewport. We want to go to Pose Mode. We're going to type F3. Pose, Clear, Transform, All. Then we're going to go to Object Mode and press K and click Location, Rotation, and Scale. Now we're going to save this again. Alright, before we do that, there's one more other thing we need to do. We need to go to Blender File, go to Actions. We don't need that in the reference pose, so click this, click Delete. Alright, and we can save. We're going to export this FFBX, and we're going to name it Ultimate Weapon Reference Pose. Alright, now we're going to import another animation just to be sure that we're good here. So we're going to go back to Model Viewer. Let's find a good one. if I remember correctly, and let's see, what model animation do we want here? Where's SP004? Where's SP004? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's grab that one. So we return to F5Z Explorer. We can find the fourth one. Copy full path. Actually, we extract it by fault. Alright, and save. Return XSAT. Update the animation file. Click this one. What is going on here? Alright, it's going to give us a different one. Alright. We'll see if it's the same in... Turn the blender. Import FBX. And we import this one. Now once again, select that one. Shift F12. And we have this. Turn the 3D viewport. Let's see if it was that one. Yeah, that's fine. So we have attack 2 here. We're basically done. I don't think we need to delete the reference pose, so we can just leave it there.
Is he right in front of me?
Alright. Now we go to model dock.
He's out on a break, isn't he? He's in the dining room. Oh, I'll give him some time.
Come on. It's loading. Load faster. Ay, valve. Come on. Alright. Come on. Alright, file new.
Get my iced tea.
Come on. We're working on valve time here. Ay. Let's try this one. Now this one's not responding either.
No, in my car. I picked it up in my own. That's right. I'm like frustrated down. Yeah. Yeah, I would buy I do like peach cobbler if it's done right.
So we're working on valve time here. Valve. Valve time is something. Do I need to reboot Counterstrike? Because that's gonna suck. Well, we're gonna have to reboot Counterstrike. Alright, fine. Rebooting Counterstrike. Oh man.
Yeah, very on. Yeah, you have to talk to them in the morning because I can't promise that if I'm not here.
I literally just killed it in Task Manager. Why isn't it closing?
What's up, buddy? I know what you want.
Why isn't this... What is going on?
I think it's okay if I have a slice. Cool.
Oh,
We literally just killed it. Oh, I didn't kill it over here.
thank you. Wanna come get your meds out of the way?
Today's Thursday. I'm taking a month for Thursday. Some grandparents over me. We're back in action. So what we want to do now is reopen Counterstrike.
Sure.
There's Counterstrike. Onto tools.
Alright, I'm gonna give.
Oh, okay.
So what? What am I giving you tonight?
Not good.
What's that?
Pills you need? No?
Yeah, what pills am I giving you today? Tonight.
Oh.
Waiting for this to download.
George,
Or boot,
can you
rather.
name your meds?
Can I
Name your meds.
name the meds?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tell us the names of your meds.
Sure. Ibuprofen, I don't know if I can get them all, but ibuprofen,
Yep.
Risperidone, Trazodone, Pepsid, Benzotropine.
Still working on valve time. Alright. We're gonna go to Bottle Dock.
Pepsid.
And say Rispadone or Rispadone?
I can hear it.
Rispadone?
What's
Just,
that?
you say Rispadone?
Alright.
Trazodone?
Since we're in Bottle Dock, one other thing we gotta do.
Rispadone!
Oh, Risperidone, yeah.
This is the
You said real
materials.
bad. Alright.
So for Ultima Weapon, all the materials we have are right here. Paste that in the materials folder. We're going to need that for later.
Here you go, sir.
Alright,
Thank you.
so first thing, go to File, /Import, Loose.px. We're going to want Ultima Weapon Reference Post. Now here's the thing, we got to get the materials. So let's do that. So when we open this window, we see the file name it's looking for. So now we have to open the asset browser, go to Material Editor, go to New, save it. We want the D, and we want the N. Then save it. Return to the input wizard, we'll go to the next one. Copy that. Save that one. Go back to the import wizard. Go to the next one. And I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. So we return to the material editor. Make a new one. Save it as C. Do that one. Do that one. Save it. Alright, that's all the textures it has. So we fix the textures and just confirm it real quick.
How was your dinner?
Yep. So cancel out of this.
Actually, I went to Wendy's and Chick-fil-A. I went around cash and rewards.
There you go.
I'm gonna
Open model
go
down.
over here and get this.
Nice. Sparky,
Yeah.
I'd like my navigation. It's no trouble.
Click the star. Click add meshes. And finally, we can import it to Counterstrike.
Man. Yeah,
So what we want to do, so we want to
Wow. I'm going home. My feelings still hurt.
so hurt.
Ultimate Weapon
Come
reference
on, there you
pose
go.
first.
Knock them out.
Now if you take a look, there is our model. Alright, add. Default material group. Click on materials. Hopefully you did this step in Blender for setting the material pathways. This is what they use for. Then go to Anim File.
Good stuff.
Anim File.
Yes, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. It was like listening to angels sing.
That's sarcasm, but
It was so pleasant that
Also want the reference pose here. Now we're going to disable and compile this for it to show up. So I'm going to call this tutorial and
it's sarcasm,
compile.
not.
Alright, you want to mad? Let's do mad. We'll go back to whatever. What are we doing?
Let me check the animations.
Yeah.
That one works. Check the next one.
Bing bong. Then.
That works. That pose works. Congratulations. We have officially made it. That's it for the tutorial. There's nothing more to teach. So you're probably wondering why this doesn't look like. I'm still working on how to get the texture to show up. So how do we reference this in game? So if we open Hammer. Hammer. I gotta warn you, do not use the import scale parameter in Model Dock for any of these models. It will break the game. Alright, making the map.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Alright, prop, dynamic override is what we want. We want to put it right there.
Trucking us right along. This is the one you told me yesterday. You always forget.
Click it. Click word model. Alright, here's what you're going to want to do. And we want the scale to be 0.33 in all parameters. That just makes it more reasonable for Counterstrike. There you go, there's your ultimate weapon. And to compare it to you. There it is. That's a pretty big model, huh? So here's the fun part. Idle animation. We didn't get an idle animation, but you can certainly get one. We're going to use a reference pose. And yeah, and then we can use the outputs and inputs to change the animations around. But that's basically it. Congratulations.